All right. To his point. Wait, should we talk about the Blade Runner? I'm not. No, everyone's talking about him. Also, I'm kind of proud of the fact that because of my pop cultural deafness, like I'm not plugged in at all anymore. We never talked about that fucking like crazy supervillain, that cop that went nuts and was like shooting other cops, and then they burnt him to death in a cabin and blah blah blah. I just wanted to bring up the fact that we never talked about it.
Well, also I feel like it got a lot of media coverage for it, but then it was just kind of gone. It seemed like I think it was so much malfeasance and shit that went down. Like didn't LAPD just like shoot up a bunch of innocent fuckers? It's like a bad cop got chased by other bad cops and everybody else died.
Yeah, that was just a rug getting like thump, thump, like out in the middle of the room, and yeah.
I don't think I've told it in Harmontown. I won't make it a long story if possible, but like I went to USC and I was walking down the road with my friend Matt Gorley, who does Super Ego podcasts and stuff, and we're walking up the road, and we've been playing like with pellet guns. Like we actually had guns on us earlier, like little replica Berettas. We're just like shot little plastic balls, like before airsoft. We're walking up Figueroa Boulevard, downtown, South Central, and with another friend of ours, Kenny. And a car goes by us and backfires, and that doesn't really happen anymore. Like you don't hear the old timey bang, like like the old, like
emissions, bro. You gotta get that shit checked out.
Absolutely. Well,
you don't see a lot of dog shit either.
Our friend Kenny heard this old truck go by and went bam, and he just jokingly fell down like he had been shot. And then an LAPD cop car came U-turn and came up on the curb, going the wrong way on the street, and two guys emerged from it, two officers with guns out of their holsters, not pointed at us, but guns out of their holsters, screaming to me, oh, Kenny falls down, Matt keeps walking, and I'm kind of like just standing there. Like, like not taunting him, but like a funny bit, like get back up or whatever, and the cops screaming at me, get against the wall! Get against the wall! And like freaking out. Not like freeze! Get your hands up! Like no cop show stuff, losing their minds. And now at this point, Kenny's getting up, and he's fine. I'm like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck's going on? What the fuck is going on? You don't against the wall. I'm like, what's going on? Like, oh my God. And Kenny's like, a car backfired, bro. And they're like, and one of the cops is like, oh my God. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, we thought you killed him. I was like, put your guns away.
That story's called "Cops Are Human." I mean, they didn't.
Yeah, but how about
they didn't know who to shoot.
Here's a story called "Cops Are Human." Don't give them guns.
Well,
no more fucking guns.
But at least I don't know. That sounds like that's the best cop story I've heard.
I almost got shot to pieces because these guys.
You didn't almost get shot to pieces. They took their guns out because they thought that someone got shot and they didn't know.
But they weren't being cool about it.
Well, they thank God, because thank God they're not cyborgs or like I don't know.
No, fuckers get shot because they accidentally like
the bad version of the story would have been like if they pointed a gun at someone's face and were like, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. They panicked because they thought someone actually needed help.
A crazy post-traumatic stress disorder cop threatened to kill everybody in the LAPD, and their response was to go in and start shooting Mexican ladies and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, I mean, God knows, Jesus Christ. I mean, the LAPD is the only police force in the country, and I strangely I know this only because I wrote a sitcom script for called Cop House. So I researched.
I forgot that was the name.
I researched the. It was based on an internal idea about a bunch of.
It's about the house is a cop.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Monster House.
Here comes the neighborhood.
Yeah, a house. A house is so tired of being robbed and broken into.
It's set in the future. All houses are monsters, but some of them are trying to make things right.
Right.
There are over 18 million 911 calls about monster houses in LA.
One house has had too much.
I was researching the LAPD, and it was like in the wake of the Rodney King business, and then there was this other, was it on the tail of that or right before that, but it was like the Rampart scandal, where there was an anti-gang task force in the LAPD. It was like, look, we have a huge gang problem. Let's devote a force of police, like a little squad, you guys are just anti-gang in Rampart district. Like you that's all you care about is just like gang activity. Just get it down, which is just like saying to RoboCop, just like go get him, boy. And they of course probably make an amazing movie. I'm sure they probably made 3 bad movies about it in one sense or another that have like Jake Gyllenhaal or Shia LaBeouf in it or something. But
I think Colors, right?
But they essentially they became another gang because they had to, they just got mired in it, and but the bad thing about that is that they're a gang that you can't call the cops on at all. So like they're a gang that has so there was horrible things happening. Long story short, and if there was a cop here in the audience or somebody that worked in law enforcement, I'd love to. I'm sure it's easy to like pinata are the most loathed.
We have an admiral over here.
But the LAPD is the only police force in the United States history, to my knowledge, that has ever been like it had to have the Department of Justice like take it over and like oversee it. Like they like every other city that you can name that has a police force, they have their ups and they have their downs and they have their scandals and stuff. But the LAPD just had so much shit going on in a row that at one point the federal government started running the LAPD, which is so close to Omni Consumer Products coming in. It's really fascinating, like the 90s in LA and the police force. Who cares? It's fascinating, so Google it. On the other hand, if you want to be entertained, listen to me. Sorry.